guests of the Oakville Film Festival 2023.
10th year.
Woo. Thank you, all of you, as filmmakers, audience members, attendees at home, and caterers for being part of our award breakfast this morning to celebrate the work of our 10th annual film festival. We have the distinct pleasure as co-hosts to be presenting awards today to some of the filmmakers awarded by our jurors for the festival to present awards of merit for all of their incredible accomplishments, though we'd like to give credit to the over 100 films that were submitted and chosen to be entered as official selections in this year's lineup. My name is Tyler Collins. I'm one of the co-hosts. I'm also the arts reporter for Oakville News here locally. You can read us online for free every day at oakvillenews.org. And I'm so glad this morning to be joined by my wonderful co-host, Cynthia, as well.
Cynthia Crowfoot. Hi. Okay, so I have a little bit of business here. So our awards today will include trophies, cash prizes, and in-kind prizes. All of the awards will be announced at the ceremony except for the Audience Choice Awards, which will be announced after June 30th. So everybody still has the opportunity to vote for an Audience Choice Award. The award ceremony today is presented by William F. White, equipping Canada's film and television industry with the most extensive and technologically advanced rental inventory in the country, which is pretty amazing. Ontario Creates and Sheridan are also great sponsors of the Industry Summit and the event in general. We thank them all.
On to the prizes we will be handing out this morning. We have 8 categories in total that we will be presenting trophies to. If you are an award winner today and you are present here at our awards reception, you are welcome to come up and give a speech on behalf of your film. We have some of the varied talent in all categories present with us. Some films, unfortunately, have had to fly home. They were present with us for their screenings earlier in the festival and are not currently still in attendance. So on that, we will have the awards and they will be mailed to the winners after the ceremony this morning. The last thing we'll do is for each category, we have named a runner-up submission as well. And so while there is no cash prize or physical award to present to them, we, the jury, would like to present them as an honorable mention to recognize their runner-up status for their incredible artsmanship, craftsmanship, and work. So first this morning, we are pleased to present the award for Best International Short Film. This is an award presented to a short film produced outside of Canada that runs less than 40 minutes long. We, the jury, are pleased to present the award this year for Best International Short Film to 1112, directed by Cyril Masson. The runner-up in this category is Began, directed by Maria Jorge.
All right, on to the Best Canadian Short Film, which short film is less than 40 minutes. The winner in this category is Demon Box, directed by Sean Weinstein. Honorable mention goes to the runner-up Tiny, directors Richie Hemphill and Ryan Hache. Congratulations, Sean.
Thanks very much. Great. First, thank you thing. No precedent. I don't know who saw the film here yet. If you'd like to see it, let me know and I'll send you a link. It's a film about generational trauma, having to do with stuff that I personally went through as a kid, hearing stories of the Holocaust growing up, and me trying to process that, and then having a film change over 10 years while I tried to make it, as I found out I was having a son, and then that changing what that meant, and it felt disingenuous to make a film about generational trauma without seeing where it was going to go. So the film is it's a hot mess, and it uses archival footage and narrative scenes and animatronic deer, all sorts of things that you would expect. some animation. And I think the point of the whole thing is that it's better to tell stories in a mess than to not tell them at all. Thanks to everyone for telling your stories and putting something in the world that wouldn't be there if you didn't put it in there. Thanks for all being awesome. Thank you to the festival. This is incredible. Thanks to the Toronto Arts Council and the Ontario Arts Council and the millions of crew members who gave their time and lives to make the story. Thanks very much, everybody.
Congratulations, Sean. Our audiences may remember Demon Box. It was the short film that screened prior to our Thursday night gala at the Oakville Center earlier this week. Our next award this morning is for Best International Director. This award is presented to a director either from outside of Canada or for a movie that was produced outside of Canada for all of the features and documentaries that screened as part of the festival this week. The winner for Best International Director this year is awarded to Charlotte Regan as the director of Scrapper. If you would like to see Scrapper, its screening is later today at film.ca cinemas. You can see it at 6 p.m. and tickets are still on sale for this event at OFFA.ca. We would also like to recognize the runner-up in this category, Katrina Wall, for Everybody Wants to Be Loved.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was just getting schooled. So now we're going, and I'm happy to be schooled. I'm still, I'm still learning by the expert over here. So I'm presenting Best Canadian Director, which of course is a director from Canada for a Canadian film, if that wasn't self-evident. And our winner is Matt Johnson for Blackberry. Yep. Accepting on behalf of Matt Johnson is Ethan Eng. He's an actor from the film.
Yes. What can I say? Matt was really great directing and acting and writing on this movie. And, I don't want to put any words in his mouth, but I think me and everyone else on the movie can agree that he did like an absolutely amazing job. And we're so happy to be part of his movie. And thank you guys for having our movie here. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.
And we'd like to recognize as runner-up Denise Bouchard for Notre Dame de Moncton. And just a side note for the winners, if you could stick around after, I understand there's going to be pictures after as well.
Our next award is one of the most personally special to me. This is the award for Best Student Film, and this award is presented to the student filmmaker of any length whose submission was included as part of the festival this year. We here in Oakville are so privileged to have so many great local student filmmakers, mainly because of the excellent programs that we offer at Sheridan College, located just down the road from us here at the awards banquet this morning. I personally am a Sheridan grad, and so I'm proud of the work of all of the student filmmakers for their projects that were chosen this year. But of course, there can only be one first place winner. The winner this year, presented by Sheridan College, the winner for Best Student Film is presented to Through the Attic's Eye, directed by Lily Zhang. The runner-up in this category is presented to Naked Island Part 1, directed by Jim Yufei Zhu.
Now I have the pleasure of announcing the Best Indigenous Film at the festival. And the winner is The Beehive. And accepting the award on behalf of the director is wife of producer Aaron Fryer, Anna Fryer.
I am the wife of one of the producers, Arun Fryer, but director Alex Lacheres, producer Mike Johnson, producer Arun Fryer. I can attest of the care and love that was put on that film. They shot on one location. It was as indie as you can have it, but the love and care for the cast and the crew was outstanding. I think the film is so beautiful because the level of commitment, the level of sharing, the level of generosity was in every single corner and every single minute. So I know the awards are amazing, and I know they're going to be thrilled. But I think that the most important thing is what was left behind, and it was just a beautiful experience for everyone involved. So it was a big, big, fat family, and thank you so much for enjoying the film and for watching it. We are very, very happy to bring this home for them. Thank you.
And we'd like to have honorable mention for the runner-up, which was Our Teacher, directed by Philip Vanini.
We have two other prizes to award this morning, which are Best Canadian Feature and Best International Feature. But before we get to those, there is one other new category that we added just last year to the festival, and those are honorable mentions for the actors and their performances. So we at OFFA do not have formal acting prizes that are offered. However, there are so many remarkable performances given by the actors and actresses every single year. And so we created this program to give a special honorable distinction to the actors that really stand out to the jury and to the board members of the festival, and we'd like to recognize their work. There is no maximum or minimum to this category. These are just voted as the standout actors of the festival each year. This year, we have 4 honorees we would like to give an honorable mention to for their performances in the films across the festival. They include, in alphabetical order, Jay Baruchel as Mike Lazaridis in Blackberry, Lola Campbell as Georgie in Scrapper, Laurie Gagnier as Anna in Notre Dame de Moncton, and Michael Spears as Fred in The Year of the Dog. Congratulations to these 4 for their outstanding performances in this year's festival.
Okay, the next award that I'm going to be presenting is Best International Feature or Film or Documentary. And the winner is Scrapper, directed by Charlotte Regan. Honorable mention goes to the runner-up Master Gardener, director Paul Schrader.
Again, both of those, Scrapper and Master Gardener, are screening today as part of our festival offerings, and tickets for both events are still available if you would like to attend the screenings tonight. Our final award that we are presenting this morning is for Best Canadian Feature Film. This award is presented to the feature film or feature-length documentary that was produced in Canada. This year, the jury is pleased to present the top award to Blackberry, director and co-writer Matt Johnson. Accepting the award for Blackberry, again, is actor Ethan Eng.
I mean, Matt, he's been working at this thing for like 5 years, Matt Johnson and Matt Miller. So they put a lot of love into it, and they really did everything they could to make this movie as Canadian as it could be. I mean, it's about, Rim. So, and there's just so much more details that are, Canadian centric. But anyways, they really cared about this movie, and they care about Canadian filmmaking. And I'm sure they are very honored to have this award. So thank you.
Sorry, we also have a runner-up in this category. The runner-up for Best Canadian Feature this year is Notre Dame de Moncton, directed by Denise Bouchard.
So those are all the awards we have to present today, but I do want to take a moment to remind you of the Audience Choice Awards, which will be presented after the festival closes, after June 30th. There is still time to vote. And as a reminder, every time you vote, your name is put in for a draw for a cruise for two worth $10,000. It departs from Athens, Greece, sails around the Mediterranean for an entire week. You do have to pay for your own flight to get to Greece, but it's well worth the money, I think. And we want to thank Expedia Cruises Oakville and Celestial Cruises for this generous prize. So continue to vote for the films that you think stand out or touched you, moved you in any way, and maybe you'll win a cruise. I'm available.
I'm ineligible. Lastly, we want to thank all of you for being here this morning, and to all of our audiences across the entire program for supporting the great films in Canada, the United States, United Kingdom, Cambodia, countries around the world, for celebrating local art and making this such a successful festival. We've had hundreds and hundreds of people come out. We've had multiple sold-out screenings, and it's been a joy to get to meet so many of the filmmakers, talent, and audience members over the last week. The festival is still not over. There are 8 screenings today at film.ca cinemas, and we still have our virtual offerings as well at OFFA.ca. The virtual films will remain available until Tuesday, June 27th. And lastly, to give some closing remarks, we have Executive Director Wendy Donnan.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you so much for submitting so many incredible films. It was a really difficult decision. The jury painstakingly watched, 100 films to make these decisions. So we recognize everybody that's here as well for submitting their films. I did also want to point out that we do have from our teacher, we do have Bo Wagner here for the runner-up for Best Indigenous Film. So I just thought, Bo, if you wanted to stand and just be recognized, we do have Bo here. So thank you, everybody. So don't forget, back to film.ca all day, films all day. We don't finish until around 10:30, 11 tonight, and then virtual films. So enjoy yourselves.
Also, there's more breakfast. Please enjoy.
OFFA is celebrating 10 years, and it kind of crept up on me, to be honest, because it's gone really fast. And it's just been amazing that we got to this point. I'm like, oh my God, 10 years?
Years ago, 12 years ago, I moved here from the UK and moved to a sleepy town called Oakville. And sitting in the town square one night, around 9:30 at night, realizing that it was very quiet.
You know, going back to the earliest days, when Judah Hernandez and I were sitting at a soccer game, I just finished my master's in cinema and media studies. And I was talking to Judah and I said, I've always wanted to start a film festival, and I went back to do my master's so I could do that. And he just looked at me and said, oh my God, I want to do that too.
She couldn't believe her ears because she was just thinking the same thing. 2 very different people from 2 very different worlds connected like magnets.
We just did it. It's part of that entrepreneurial spirit. To doing something like this, but it also goes back to just a love of film.
Film for me is a way to take an idea and turn it into something tangible. It's the way that we connect with other human beings.
For a not-for-profit, you have to be invested in what you're doing. And I think this festival is so much about the community. It's so much about the people that are on the board. It's so much about the volunteers. And we couldn't do the festival without all that sweat equity.
Let me tell you, those early days were fun, but chaos. It was just trying to figure out how this could work. But in order to do that, you need money, you need support, you need funding.
There's two sponsors that come to mind. The first one is Christopher and Vidyata, who back in the earliest years of the festival, very first year, came on board as our only sponsor and believed in the event and the potential, of the festival and the community. The second sponsor who's so integral to the festival is Peter Wilson. Peter Wilson came on board as a title sponsor. It was Peter Wilson's participation as a sponsor that helped us to build the festival into what it is today.
I can't say enough about the community support. There were so many local sponsors, small level sponsors, in-kind sponsors, people who volunteered just to bring this thing to life that I cannot say enough about. My vision was always to bring people together, not just for the Oakville community, but bring people from everywhere else to the Oakville community. It is a beautiful place. It is charming, it's warm, and it's unique. And film was the vehicle to allow that to happen.
Film happens in theaters, and theaters to me are where film should be watched. In theaters with an audience, because it's that communal experience, to me, that's so important about film.
I hope that we continue to bring people together, open their world, and allow them to see the magic of